Hey friends, welcome to my video. In this video, we'll see how to add a custom text or a bitmap image file from your Android app. So let's begin. Let's create a new project. Name this anything text on bitmap image file. So bitmap image, and click on finish and wait for the environment to load. It may take a while. Once the environment loads, first and foremost, what we can do is we can go to the manifest file and define the permissions what we need. So I think the only permission what we'll need is to read the media image files. So just give the read media images option permission. I'm not sure what's this. I think it will ask to. So it's giving this warning to ignore the access. So what we can do it is we can either leave this warning or for no, or otherwise we can add another privilege, which is this one. Most likely this should be take care of that. Yeah. Fine. Now I'll go to the Java code and quickly ask the end user access for this permission. So go to activity compat, request permission, this new string, and I'll go quickly back to manifest file, and I think this is the permission what we need. So Control V, press Alt Enter to include the static import and package manager dot permission granted. Yeah, so this will take care of my permissions. Now we can proceed further. I have also started emulator in parallel on the right hand side, so let it come up. And before I continue the Java code, I can complete my designing part. So I've got a default text view which I don't think I needed. So what I'll need is a plain text to get the text with what we can write over the particular image bitmap file. Okay, so my emulator is also coming parallel on the right hand side, so it's asking for permission. I'll say do allow all over here. So for now I'll minimize my emulator and continue with my designing of the layout. So here what I'll need is the text what I have to enter. So by default I can just put some kind of hello programmer, well, some kind of sample text, but definitely we can change this during the runtime, and I'll give it some constraints. That's all. Then what I'll need is I'll need a button to trigger it or add the text or the image. So I can just say add text over image, and then I'll just I'll add an image view so that we can visualize also. Of course we'll save it in a file, but we'll visualize in our app also how it comes up. Perfect. Now I'll quickly go to the Java code, and over here in this Java code I'll create a first and foremost a public method, public void button add text over image. You can name this method anything, it doesn't matter. However, we'll associate it with the button on click attribute of the button we just not defined. So right now this method is a bit grayed out, that means no one is calling this method. So I'll go back here, and if I scroll down over on this on click, I'll just add like this. Okay, so this will take care of calling this method, and if you have noticed the color of this method has changed a bit. Anyway, I'll continue. I'll just define quickly some class variables. So one will be for image view, the widget, and the other one will be the edit text to access the edit text. So if I go back quickly to my layout, so here the edit text is edit text, this is the ID, and for image view is image view. So we'll be using this in our Java code to access this. So image view, find view by ID, r.id dot image view. Similarly for edit text, we can use find view by ID, r.id dot edit text. I don't know why they say twice text, but that's fine. So once we have all our variables done, and layout for done, we can start the coding. So, but before that, I'll quickly show you something that in my emulator, I have a couple of image files. So they are like flower.jpg, butterfly.jpg and all. So we'll be using these files, these images, and write some text over here. And the pre-written text I have already given, hello programmer world. We can definitely change it during the runtime. So let's start the coding. So first and foremost, I'll have to create something called a storage manager so that I can access uh, the storage or the volumes to store the files. So here you can use get system service, a storage service, and then you can cast it. And once done, get volume dot get 0. So 0 will be for, I think for internal, 0 is for internal storage. So this will take me to the internal storage, and then we can append the path from where we want to access the file. So in our case, it's in the downloads folder. So I will access it in the downloads folder. So I'll create a file variable, file or file input, new file, and here I can give the path name. So for path name, I can use the storage volume which we just now created, get directory dot get path, and then I can go to the download folder as I just now showed, and we can access any of the files. So say for example, I'll start first with flower.jpg. I'm hard coding. You can take this also as an input from the user, but over here I'll just hard code over here. Then first step will be to convert it into bitmap. Bitmap input image, and I'll use something called BitmapFactory to convert it the code file. Yeah, and here I can get the file. So get path. So once I have it, then I can create a output bitmap for this bitmap output image, which is basically an bitmap on which we'll do the overwriting. So this we can do by doing a copy command. We can do this copy bitmap. I think I can use this one, and then the second argument will be is mutable or not. Just do it true. So we want to keep our bitmap mutable. Then we'll create something called canvas using this bitmap output, and we'll do our writing on that. So for writing, we have to also choose our style, or no, not a style, but paint. So paint, new paint, and we can update the property. So say for example, update color. So this will be color dot, I think I can choose white because most of my images are a bit on dark side. And what else, I can probably also control the size of the text, set text size, and over here probably I can go for 20 text size for now. And now we can do something is draw canvas dot draw text. So first input will be the text. So here we can get the text from our input, from the user input, and then the second third argument are the, I think, the position where we want to put it. So probably x could be at the start almost, and then float y will be somewhere around probably 50. We have to, I'm pushing it down, so it will, if say for example if this image, then left top corner is x and y starts, and the third argument is paint. So we have anyway defined our paint, so I just use that as it is. So that's all I guess, and then I can use this to display on the image view. So we can do it like this, and then the last job is to write it in an output file. So for that we can create something called byte output stream. byte array output stream, and then I can use this to copy it again. So bitmap output image dot, I think I can use this compress this time, and compress format to be jpg. Second argument is quality, make it 100, and we have anyway defined the output stream just now, so we can use that as it is. So once we have it, what else I need is we can convert it into bytes array, bytes array, so byte or array output stream to byte array, and then we can use this to write to our file. So output file, I think we have just not defined over here as the input file. So I'll do one thing, I'll define an output file also over here itself, so that all my files are created upfront. Output, and over here for the file name, what I can do is probably I'll do this way. Yeah, and instead of hard coding the file name, I'll do system dot, no, not it is current time in millis. So this will help me to dynamically update the file names. Yeah, and I can use this file output to create my output stream here. So let me create that file output stream, file new file output stream, and here I have to give the file name, which is this one. So it's asking me to, I think, wrap around the try catch most likely. Let's see. Add surround by try catch. Okay, I'll do one thing instead of surround. Okay, let me do one thing. Instead of putting just this part of the code, I'll put all this code. It's always better to have a most of the code within the try catch. And also I'll increase the scope of this try catch from just exception, file not found exception, to complete exception. So it will also take away my other exception. And I'll do one thing, since it's a demo, so here I will I don't want that, sorry. Yeah, go to text, edit text dot set text e dot to string. This will help me to print the exception what is being thrown. Now I can continue with my code. So once I have it, my file output stream, so I can do is I can use something called as write bytes array, this particular method, and we have our bytes array. So that's all, I guess we can just close it. Perfect. So let me rerun the code and see how it comes up. So in this code, what we are doing is we are just reading the image file in an input variable, and then appending it using the canvas. You are drawing the text here, and that's also we'll be trying with the flower.jpg, the first image. So app has come up. This is a sample text, so I'll just click here. Perfect. Hello programmer world, it is written. So if I go to my downloads folder, a new file has come up, if you can see, and this file has the text written on top of it, whereas the other file, the initial flower.jpg, doesn't have that text. So that's how you can in fact edit, update any of this existing image file with whatever you want to do. So drawText is just one of the method. There are other methods provided in this class, like if you just type draw arc, or draw different kind of colors as shapes, also lines, ovals, and all, rectangle and all, can be done very easily. So that's all. I hope this video is useful to you. If you have any questions or suggestions, then please put in the comment section below. And if you like this video, then please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.